everybody, I'm Lena, and today I have a practice that gets into a variation of sun salutations that I like to play around with, really using the full length of the mat and incorporating a little bit more squatting and hip work into the sun salutation. So we're going to start by warming up our ankles, our knees and hips a little bit, and then we'll get into that new flow. So go ahead and take a rather wide stance here, and we're going to start to go side to side, warming up the ankles, inside and outside of the ankles. Now, to get a little bit more awareness and work happening in the soles of your feet, see if you can push the big toe and the pinky toe down as well with this movement, rather than just having the toes floating. Let's do about 4 more in each direction. Start to let the hips sway with this as well. 2 more. Okay, now let's warm up the ankles front and back. So we're going to come up high on the tiptoes and then rock back onto the heels. The balance can be a little tricky with this. Feel free to bend your knees more and use your arms as a bit of a counterbalance. See if you can go even deeper into the knees, kind of like you're creating a rocking chair out of your body. 2 or 3 more of those. Awesome. Next, we're going to do some air squats. So you can take a comfortably wide stance, let the toes and knees turn out a little bit, and we'll just squat back nice and low and stand back up tall. So just do a few of those, warming up into your knees, your hips, all those leg muscles. And just to make this a little bit more mindful, let's coordinate with breath. On the way down, take your breath, inhale. On your way out, exhale. Inhaling down, exhaling up. 2 more of these air squats. All right. Now we're going to try a one-legged variation, working a little harder on one leg at a time. You're going to tiptoe 1 foot behind, and we'll take a dip down, just gently touching the knee to the ground, and then coming back up. Try to stay nice and tall through your spine, open through your chest. So we're trying to avoid hunching over, staying more upright in the upper body. 2 more of these, starting to really feel it in the thighs. Good. Let's switch to the other side for a handful. This is just a general warm-up. I'm not being particularly perfect about even counting on each side, just getting everything warmed up. Nice. From here, come on up to the top of your mat. On an inhale, reach up overhead, big stretch. And on an exhale, take a fold forward. Let's relax here for a few breaths. Maybe letting your breath slow down a little bit. Breathe in and out through your nose. On your next inhale, take a halfway lift. And on your exhale, touch down again. Lunge your right foot back. Have a little rock here, letting your hips rock forward and back. Getting a little stretch into the back hip as you come forward, into the front hamstrings as you reach back. You could always have blocks under your hands if the floor feels pretty far away. Take a step forward. We'll switch to the other side. You can make this your own. You could lift up onto that front heel. You can add extra wiggles through your hips, whatever is feeling good for you. This time, make your way back to a downward facing dog. Bend your knees a little, push the ground away through both hands, lift your hips a little higher. Now, moving with your breath, on your next exhale, come forward into a plank. and then push up and back, downward facing dog. Let's do that a few more times, warming up more through the shoulders and the core here. Again, that's an exhale to come forward, toning through the front of your body, pushing the ground away. And then inhale for that big stretch back to down dog. And then from here, look forward to your hands. Take a couple little hops or a few steps up to the top of your mat. On an inhale, lift up halfway. On your exhale, gently bow. Push down through your feet, reach up all the way towards the ceiling, and then let your arms release. From here, we're gonna go into some more lunge warm-ups just to really get our hips warmed up before we head into some more squats in our back and forth sun salutation. So this is gonna be a back and forth lunge where we start right in the middle of the mat. We're gonna come back to this home base in the middle each time. Go ahead and shift your weight onto your right foot, and with your left foot, take a step back towards the back edge of the mat. We're gonna take a little dip down into that back knee and then stand right back in the center of the mat again. Now take that same leg forward and take your little dip and then back to the middle of the mat. We're gonna keep going with that same side. The right leg is kind of bearing the weight and the left leg is moving backward and forward. Now you can continue with this little pause in the middle, or you could try a few, taking a bigger step all the way back, all the way forward. Feel free to let your arms pump with that a little bit, helping you balance, helping you have a little momentum. Play around with this for a few more rounds, either with the pauses or not. All right, that gets my heart rate pumping. Let's go to the other side now. Start slow and steady, stepping back, little dip, collect yourself in the middle. Step forward, little dip, and back. The forward step is kind of like a controlled fall forward, pausing, and then rebounding back. You might, again, add that bigger challenge of skipping the step in the middle. Couple more. Feeling those legs on fire a little bit here. Keep breathing through your nose as best you can. All right, let's take a pause. Come to the middle, or the top of your mat rather. Take an inhale and reach on up. On your exhale, let your arms float down to your sides. Do that 3 more times. Now let's add a fold on the exhale. Fold towards your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. And on your exhale, fold in. With your own breath, do a few more of those half lifts. Letting your breath slow down a little here. Last one. Plant your hands. We're going to walk on back to a plank. Pause there for a second. Make your body firm. Push away from the ground. Keep that firmness through your trunk. Lower slowly down. Reach your hands back alongside your hips here. We're going to rise up for locust. Roll your shoulders away from the ground. Lift your hands up, palms facing the ceiling. Lift your legs up a little more. Feel all the muscles of your back working to lift your limbs away from the ground. Now, plant your hands by your chest. Peel yourself up and back into downward dog again.
Here we're heading into that back and forth sun salutation. This time we're gonna walk the hands back towards the feet. You can widen out your stance a little bit, let the knees bend deep, sitting into a low squat. I call this the s'more squat, like you're gonna roast some marshmallows around the fire, getting nice and close to the fire. Then we're gonna crawl back forward into our plank again and pike back up to downward dog. From there, lift your heels nice and high, take a nice spring jump forward to your hands, halfway lift. Sit down through your hips into chair. This is a higher position of a squat. The legs are parallel. Sit a little lower, but keep your chest and arms lifting. Bow forward towards your legs. Step or hop lightly back to your plank. Pause there for a second. Create sturdiness through your trunk. Lower to the ground. Locust. Arms and legs lift. Chest up, but keep your chin a little tucked. Can you lift your legs just a little higher? Release that, up and back to downward dog. Enjoy one more breath in down dog. And then head on back to your s'more squat. Sit low. Let the knees open out over toes. Let your hips get heavy. Loosen your neck and shoulders a little here. And then walk your way forward, back to plank, up to down dog. Hop or step to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Back into your chair pose. We're gonna speed this up for just 2 more rounds of these back and forth sun salutes. Plant your hands, back to plank, lower down. Locust. Firm your back. Roll your shoulders away from the ground. Up and back to down dog. All the way back and down into that low squat. Forward to your plank again. Up and back to downward dog. Get light through your heels, step or hop. Halfway lift. Last chair pose, sitting low. Reach nice and high. Bow forward into plank. Lower down with strength. Locust. Lift all your limbs higher. Back to downward dog. Walk back into that low squat. Hang out here a little longer this time. Last one. Just one more breath here. Maybe enjoy a little rocking. And then let's climb back forward. Last downward dog. This time feel free to sway your hips a little bit, side to side. And then come on down to a table. We're gonna give the hips a little stretch out, rock back and forth with one leg out to the side. Getting a little stretch through your inner thigh there. And then lean into your opposite hand and sweep your arm up, opening towards your lengthened leg. And then spin under into a twist. Take an inhale for that open position and exhale into the twist again. One more of those. And then let's do it to the other side. I'll show it facing forward. So just start by rocking a little bit with your leg out to the side. And then take that open twist. Exhale into the reach under.
Last one. Okay, and then let's just finish with 3 or 4 breaths in a child's pose. And of course, if you have a little longer to cool down and rest, feel free to take your time with that. Thanks so much for joining me for this practice. I'll see you next time.